Hello everyone and welcome back to Middle Earth. This is Bludborn and I have another Update 22 beta video for you. This one is actually going to cover the updates to the Legendary system, including the Forge Master and Relic Master. These are updates and that in my opinion have been long overdue and are greatly welcomed. A couple of the biggest points I want to point out is that you can now deconstruct all unlocked legendary items at the Relic Master by pressing the deconstruct all button. The other one is that you can actually auto-combine relics in groups of 10 or 50 at the Relic Master, and being able to identify all of your legendaries that you have in your bags at one time. The best part is the last one, is being able to use all of a stack of item experience runes at the same time and being able to designate how many of those you want. This is really cool, so let's take a look at it. We're going to start actually with the Relic Master. Okay, so we're going to open up the relic combination, and you can see here that I have a ton of relics. I had about 10 times the amount on the champion, and it blew through it with no problem. So let's take a look at this. Down here at the bottom where you're used to seeing your auto combine, you still have that feature, but now you also have times 10 and times 50. Now we're going to go ahead and burn through this real quick, okay? This is how easy this is. Okay, I just burned through all of those that I had. Now there are still some left, so I can do the times 10 and then auto combine until everything is gone out of that particular tier, except for what will not make a full stack. Go ahead and go up to the next tier. Boom. Okay. That's pretty cool, right? Okay, now what I'm going to do here is once I burn through that, okay. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the refining portion. This is where it gets kind of awesome too. Now you're used to going in here and clicking refine. Yep, refine. Now this doesn't matter too much for these lower tiers that I just went through because I only have one of each one left. This one I have two, so I can hit refine stack. Now let's get into tier 4s. Tier 4s, since I have 27 in the stack here, I can hit this button for refine stack, and it's going to blow through the whole stack at once. And so this makes really short work of doing this. Now this is on beta, so I don't really mind burning through all this stuff for show purposes. But this is a very, very helpful update on this, and I'm very happy to see this. Okay. So that's what the two of the big updates on that one. The third is probably the most welcomed. Alright, so the reason I did them in that order too is to get some item experience runes on this guy. Now I have a stack of 38 of these 4K runes, which typically I would throw in the dirt, because 4,000 item experience when you're in the higher tiers, this really doesn't amount to much. But we can do this instead. We're going to right click on it, and you're going to get a list of the allies that you still have that have the ability to accept item experience, and you can still see which ones you have equipped by the little sword icon next to them. But we have this new feature, the slider bar up at the top here, and it shows 1 through 38, which is the maximum amount of runes that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and select this runestone, and I'm going to slide this all the way over to 38. It's going to use 152,000 item experience. We're going to apply it. It's going to do one animation and done. Okay, that's only we'll stack 1 and then 4. We're going to use all 4 of them and apply it. Okay, that's pretty cool. The last thing that I want to do is, again, since this is beta and I really don't mind doing this part, I'm going to grab a couple third ages here. So it doesn't really matter what they are. So let's go ahead and get these. Too many requests. Please slow down. I will not. Okay. So now I have these 5 runestones here. And at the Forge Master, we go to Open Legendary Forge. You'll see the same layout as before, but there's a new button down here that is Identify All. Boom. Done. So if you're out questing and you're wanting to deconstruct all of those weapons to get the relics, and you're working through all that stuff, and you have 40 or 50 of those legendary items in your bags, you can go ahead and just hit one button, identify all of them, and then you're very easy to do that. Now, what you would normally be able to do, this is a little misleading, seeing this deconstruct all here, because it's going to do all of those as well. Now, you can do that with the legendary items, and you can do that with the relics as well. So that's really nice. Just make sure that you lock your items that you don't want to deconstruct by accident. Your imbued weapons you don't have to worry about. There was one final change to the imbued weapons, which was if you want to get rid of one of those, you actually have to type in the name of it. So it's a lot harder to delete it by accident. So again, I think these are all fantastic updates to the legendary system. Again, a lot of them are a little overdue. These are things that we wish we could have had back in the day, but I will certainly take them now, as it does make it easier to work through other classes and gearing up other tunes and things like that. So I'd like to see what you guys think about those. Make sure to leave those comments down below. And don't forget to stop by the live streams as well over on twitch.tv/Bludborn. Schedule is posted on that site, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon.